What's happening, my Jacked family? Coach Scott here, jackedafter40.com. In today's video, we're going to be cutting through the diet confusion and overwhelm with 7 tips to simplify your diet so you can get shredded after 40. If you enjoy this video, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. More than anything, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback. The key to getting shredded after 40 is to consistently hit your caloric deficit day in and day out. That's exactly what each of these 7 tips is going to help you do. Diet tip number 1 is to become aware of how large of a caloric deficit you can sustain for the long term. It may sound like a great idea to begin your diet with an aggressive 800 to 1,000 calorie deficit to experience that initial rapid drop in weight loss, really firing you up about the process. But in spite of dropping that initial weight, if that aggressive caloric deficit ends up leading to a binge that undoes all that good that you just did, it doesn't serve you well at all. So in this case, you may be better off just consistently following a smaller caloric deficit of 400 to 500 calories per day. It's a lot more manageable. You may experience some hunger, but it's manageable hunger. It's nothing that's going to make you feel like, oh my God, I'm really deprived and I need to binge on whatever food I can get my hands on right now. And if you're not sure how many calories you should be consuming, I'll include a link down below to a calorie calculator I have on my website. You'll just enter in your age, height, and weight, along with your activity factor. I recommend using the moderate activity factor, and that's going to give you your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. From there, you would subtract the caloric deficit you're going to aim for. So if it's 500 calories, roll with that, see how your body responds. If you're dropping a good amount of weight each week, 1 pound to 2 pounds per week, you can stick with that. If you find that you're not dropping enough, you can increase the deficit to maybe 700 calories and just go from there. Diet tip number 2 is to not stress out about hitting an exact macronutrient ratio each and every day. The most important thing that you should be aiming for is your caloric target. We do have some rules that we kind of like to stick within a ballpark of hitting 1 gram of protein per pound body weight. If you struggle to get it up to that range, don't worry about it. Don't stress over it as long as your protein's not crazy freaking low. When it comes to fat, try to keep it around 20% of your total daily calories or above, just for health reasons or regular hormonal function of your body. Temporarily, some men over 40 can do okay if it's between 15 and 20%, but ideally I'd like to see your fat intake at 20% or slightly above that. The rest of your calories are going to come from carbohydrates, but again, don't stress over these numbers. Aim for your caloric target and just know that if you're eating a pretty well-balanced diet, chances are you're going to be getting an adequate amount of each of these macronutrients. So don't stress over that macronutrient breakdown, and definitely don't try to hit specific numbers each and every day. Ballpark is going to do just fine as long as you're getting an adequate amount of each one. Diet tip number 3 is to build your diet around your regular weekly routines and build upon your strengths. Maybe you find it easier to stick with your diet during the week because you are structured, schedule, routine, and then on the weekend you like to let loose a little bit. Maybe every Friday night you go out with your buddies. Maybe every Saturday night is date night with your wife. So you can plan your diet around those events so you can still enjoy those experiences, live your life to the fullest while you're getting shredded after 40. So maybe during the week, it's easier for you to be more aggressive with your diet. Maybe you can, Monday through Friday, set an 800 to 1,000 calorie deficit, and then on the weekends, maybe it's Friday night that you go out with your buddies, you can plan for that day to be a maintenance day. You have a bit of a refeed, a bit of a cheat day. I don't recommend all out cheat days. I just find that they are way too hard to recover from. If you're going to have a refeed, I recommend that you only work up to maintenance level calories. And if it's typically 2 nights on the weekend that 2 days on the weekend that you like to kind of let loose a little bit, again, if you're gonna have 2 days around maintenance level calories, it just means that you're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive with your caloric deficit during the week. But again, you're working to your strengths. You find it easier to stick with that aggressive caloric deficit during the week. So it's somewhat manageable, whereas on the weekend you can let loose a bit. You can have a good time with your friends, with your loved ones, whereas if you were trying to hit a consistent 500 calorie deficit each and every day, and it gets to the weekend and you're out with a loved one and they want to enjoy a glass of wine, they want to enjoy dessert, and you're sitting there trying to use all the willpower you can muster up to avoid those temptations because you have to hit that 500 calorie deficit for the day, that can lead to a binge as well. So it's all a matter of kind of being aware of your overall lifestyle and building your diet around that. So if you're someone who enjoys to let loose on the weekend, or there's certain days where you enjoy letting loose, or you find that you need a cheat day once a week, work that, build that into your plan. So if a 500 calorie deficit, we're trying to hit a 500 calorie deficit 7 days a week, and your target is 2,000 calories each and every day, that's 14,000 calories for the week. You can kind of spread that out throughout the week as you may. Some days can be a little bit more aggressive, some days can be up near maintenance. So build your diet around your strengths and your lifestyle. Diet tip number 4 is to build your diet around how many meals that you personally prefer to consume in a day. Don't worry about what others are saying. Some people love to eat 5 to 6 smaller meals each and every day. Some people prefer to eat just 1 or 2 large meals each and every day. Who cares? It's all going to work. The reason it works for them is they found something that suited their personal lifestyle. So if you prefer to eat 3, 4 meals per day, roll with that. Go with what suits you best. Your natural eating tendencies, rather than try to change your schedule and fit your lifestyle to some meal frequency, you're going to fit that meal frequency to your lifestyle and natural eating preferences. Diet tip number 5 is to become aware of the foods and meals that satisfy you the most, both in terms of satisfying your taste buds as well as satisfying your appetite and hunger. Now, this is where you'll often hear the recommendation of prescribing 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound body weight. Some people feel that increasing your protein intake is more satiating. It fills you up a bit more. It just takes up more room in your stomach and takes longer to digest. But I find that not everyone feels more satisfied from a higher protein meal. People feel more satisfied from a higher fat meal or a higher carbohydrate meal. I know for myself personally, one of the most satisfying meals is oatmeal and berries, especially when I do combine that with some scrambled eggs. That satisfies me for hours. It just really expands in my stomach, as well as having a lot of veggies in a meal. So dinner that has rice, a lean protein, and loads of veggies. Veggies don't have a lot of calories to them, so you can consume a whole bunch of broccoli and cauliflower and it just really fill up your stomach volume-wise without using up a lot of your daily calories. So the trouble is that if you're just having a whole bunch of veggies on their own, some people find that it's just not satisfying enough to them. They need to combine it with some other foods in their diet. So just be aware of the meals that make you feel full, satisfied, hungry, satisfying your appetite, but it's also got to taste good as well. You don't want to just have a whole bunch of veggies and lean protein because it fills up your belly, but your taste buds aren't being satisfied at all. So incorporate different foods and prepare your foods in a way that really satisfy your taste buds. Diet tip number 6 is to build your own personal, simple meal plan based on the foods and meals that you enjoy that satisfy you the most, make you satisfy your appetite, satisfy your taste buds, are based on how many meals you prefer to eat each and every day, and is based on your lifestyle, whether or not you need to have a refeed or cheat day on the weekend, if you prefer to kind of let loose on the weekend. So what I recommend is that you pick 2 to 3 meals that you're going to consume each and every day. So if you prefer to consume 3 meals per day, you're going to have 2 of those meals each and every day, the same meals each and every day. If you prefer to consume 4 meals a day, you can have up to 3 meals that are the same each and every day. It just really takes the guesswork. It makes nutrition mindless. It makes your meal plan mindless. You know exactly where you are after consuming those 2 to 3 meals per day, how many calories that you have remaining for your final meal. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that my very first meal of the day is always a shake. So I have 1 cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, a scoop of protein powder, an assload of spinach, and a banana. It's a great way for me to get my veggies in. That is a whole lot of veggies with it works out to be about 4 cups of spinach in that breakfast shake there. My second meal of the day is always the eggs, the oats, and berries. And again, depending if I'm in fat loss mode, it's either going to be 1/3 of a cup or 2/3 a cup of the oats and 3 large eggs, along with 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. Meal number 3 is always 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, along with 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. So I have those 3 meals each and every day. I know that I'm roughly around 1,100 calories, and I know that I got about 900 calories left for the day for a nice larger dinner. Dinner's where I'm gonna get my variety from. And oftentimes I love leftovers, so I really only need like maybe 4 dinner options throughout the week that I'm gonna rotate through each and every week. So if I have Taco Tuesday, I know I'm gonna have some leftover tacos on Wednesday as well. Monday is usually a sloppy Joe day for me. Another day I may have the chicken fajita, and I'll usually make that as some leftover as well. So Wednesday night maybe chicken fajitas, and I'm gonna have that Thursday night as well. So really knowing the meals that satisfy you, having go-to meals that you're gonna have each and every week, but it really does help to have 2 to 3 consistent meals each and every day. Just get your variety from dinner. And if you know that on the weekend you prefer to let loose, maybe it's Saturday night is date night with your wife, and you like to have a glass of wine and you're gonna have dessert as well, you know that, all right, those 2 to 3 meals that you typically have throughout the day consistently throughout the week, you're either gonna have to reduce the portion sizes of those meals or pull a meal right out of there to make room for that dinner in order to hit your caloric target for the day and keep yourself at maintenance or just below for that day. And last but not least, diet tip number 7 is to be flexible. You have your own personal meal plan in place here, but let's face it, life happens. Let's say a coworker is celebrating their birthday, they bring in some birthday cake, they want to celebrate with everyone in the office. You don't have to feel like the odd man out. You don't have to explain to everyone in the office why you're turning down this birthday cake. You don't have to feel guilty about the experience at all. You can enjoy that slice of cake and just find ways to work those calories into your targets for the day or the week. Maybe you can eliminate something, like reduce the portion size of the rest of the meals that you're having throughout the day. Maybe you can eliminate a meal from the day to fit in that birthday cake. Maybe just continue eating what you had that day and just kind of reduce the portion sizes throughout the remainder of the week. You can work that. If that birthday cake was 500 calories, you can adjust for that either that day or in the days to come throughout the week. We're looking at the weekly average is the main thing. So if your goal is 14,000 calories for the week, you can work that 500 calorie cake into your diet. Maybe it means you're gonna pass on the birthday cake or the dessert when you go on date night with your wife there, or you just don't have a glass of wine. Something you can just, it's easy to work that in there. Living your life to the fullest, having fun, guilt-free, satisfying your taste buds, satisfying your appetite, and still being able to get shredded after 40. So you probably noticed there were no weird tricks, no secrets, no managing minutia there. It's keeping things simple, enjoyable, sustainable, really how you eat during a diet. Trying to get shredded after 40 should be very damn close to how you're gonna eat to maintain your shredded physique after 40 or even gain muscle after 40. You're gonna be eating all the same foods, just in smaller portion sizes. Keep your diet simple. It's the way to go. Master these fundamentals and I guarantee you will experience some incredible success living your life to the fullest while enjoying a physique that makes you feel confident and proud. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to hear more tips like this, be sure to watch that video, 12 Steps to a Beach Body. More than anything, I want to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback, and if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. You want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. Hope you have yourself an absolutely amazing day. Catch you in the next video.